Hi, I'm Allison,
I'm Lucy.
And I'm Claudia.
and today we're going to tell you how to get a perfect score on Rubric 3.
This is the EOC Section 2. You will have 90 minutes. In this section, 4 sources are provided, and you will be asked to build your own argument using at least 2 of the 4 sources provided. We will expand on the directions more. So your response must incorporate information from at least two of the sources, and you're trying to build an argument where you use the sources to support them. And that involves interpreting and synthesizing the information in the sources. Using facts and statistics from the sources and also personal experience will make your argument stronger. Let's compare essay A and essay B. One is better than the other, receiving the highest score, and the other received a really low score. I'll start by reading you the hook. How would people who could not easily access education ever climb out of the monetary hole they were dug into by an unfortunate past? That's a good hook because it gives you a subject, monetary issues, and it also asks you a question which draws you into their argument. Now let's read essay B, money. It makes the world go around. While you do kind of get a sense that it's going to be about money, you don't really know what the argument is going to be built upon. Here's another sentence from essay A which clearly states the argument. This system is clearly not just or fair to any extent, since the rich do not require any merit, just fortune, to be where they are, whereas hardworking and intelligent individuals are eternally suppressed by economic barriers. One sentence in essay B that is not as good reads, "We do not need things, they are unnecessary." This is vague and does not deliver as strong as an argument as essay A does. These are the scores for 2 different responses. If I read the whole thing, you'd see that one of them used evidence but not to support a strong argument, but rather kept it vague and with not enough information. The one that received a high score used these sources to build a strong, compelling argument. This article and the following one are 2 examples of sources that have strong concrete evidence that you can use. Please refer to the red box. Your response must not just summarize the articles, but rather link them together and create an argument. This means getting insight from the articles and creating a logically organized and complex connection between them. If I were to read these 2 scores for 2 different responses, you'd see that one received a higher score for considering different viewpoints. For example, they include a counter-argument and they link the evidence together. The one that received a lower score is because the argument was limited and they had unsupported claims between the 2 articles. There's no line of reasoning. You must understand and analyze perspective. Similarly to what we do in world history, every document you receive will have a different viewpoint and a different perspective. It is your job to analyze this perspective, and only then can you use it to correctly build your argument. If I were to read the score for these 2 responses, you'd see that the one that received the higher score received 6 points because the sources they used have a place in the argument due to their perspective coming from somewhere that supports their argument, whereas the other one misinterprets the sources and doesn't use them properly. So, as a quick recap, to select and use the evidence, it must accurately attribute, meaning you use the information correctly, and effectively contextualizes the knowledge, meaning you interpret it. One of these received a high score because they placed their articles within the argument correctly. The other one inaccurately contextualizes the sources, which means it doesn't use the articles to what they should be used for and kind of reaches to make them fit their argument. Finally, check for grammar and style mistakes. Hey, let's eat grandma versus let's eat grandma. Because of the grammar and style mistake, it had 2 different meanings. You're only allowed to make about 2 or 3 grammar mistakes before you get a point deducted. So I suggest that you go back and check your grammar.